Hey folks, Harley Day Rider here, back at you once again. Your good old friend HDR. Out here on the lovely 2011 Harley Electra Glide Classic. Although the Electra Glide Classic is very filthy. Thanks to all of you out there that responded to my my question about a tarp in the winter time. I went out with, you guys seen the video when I was out with Henry, and he said he does tarp his in the winter time in the garage. And his bike was immaculate. Mine is just like covered in dust from the garage. So although you're keeping it safe and out of the snow, it sure does make it a pretty big mess with all the dust. And it does need a bath, but I haven't done that just yet anyway. Yeah, well, so it's not a bad day today. Today is Saturday, April the 14th. And told you my buddy had to go do a wedding today. He plays the Congo drums. So he is maybe playing in the Congo line. Do Congo, whatever. Now, Eureka used to play the congos and percussion in Puerto Rico. And now he is playing here, you know, in his upper 60s, and he still loves to play in the band. So we went and watched him one time. He's very good at it. He just loves it. You can see his whole personality light up when he's playing, and he sings vocals. So pretty interesting. Today I was supposed to go for a ride with my daughter. She was supposed to come to my house today. Nice bug just splattered on the windshield. Better on the windshield than on me, I always say. But yeah, she was supposed to come to my house today. Right after work, but apparently she had some other very important duties she has to take care of, so old dad got stood up on his daddy-daughter day. But my daughter's 22. It's a little different when you had daddy-daughter day, right, when they were like 14 or so, and or you know, or even when they were like 9, you know, and you took them out. Took your daughter out to eat at a Steak and Shake or a McDonald's or something. They were just so excited. Now she's 22, and you know, she has boyfriends and friends, and you know, they can obviously go out to a bar and have a drink. And daddy-daughter days kind of go far away. That's why I was just in the hospital visiting my mom, and she should be out, they say, within 6 weeks. Well, probably 4 now. She's doing better. She's starting to get up and get around on her own. But I was telling her about that, and she said, well, she said it's different. You know, life is different as your children start to get older. They tend to have different needs, and that is very true. Very, very true. Different types of needs. You know, no more do you have to give them lunch money to go to school. No more do you have to, you know, bandage their little knee if they fall and get scraped outside, you know, and they're crying. And you don't have to do that, but there's different needs. The other needs now are, you know, maybe they blow a tire and they don't have money to buy a new tire for their car. You know, because young people today, and I was young, and it was the same way when I was young. I struggled, man. I struggled a lot. And you know, when I was married the first time, myself and my wife, we didn't have a whole lot. I mean, I remember though somehow, I don't remember how, and I don't even remember what year it was, but I did manage to buy a Suzuki. It was like a 600 street bike, Suzuki 600 or some kind of Suzuki bike. And it kind of bummed me. I bought it for like, it was probably like a $500 motorcycle. It was nothing like as fancy as what we ride today, but you know, it was my bike. I mean, I got to ride it to work, and you know, I loved that motorcycle. I rode it to classes, you know, because I was in college courses, and I'd ride it to class, and I loved that bike. But something happened. I did sell it, but the brushes or something. And some of you guys out there are the more we'll call you wrench inclined guys. You could probably tell me more about that, but something about the brushes or something, that it wasn't charging right anymore, or I don't know what the heck happened to it. But so I let it go. I sold it for, you know, I don't know, maybe like $400. I probably bought it for like 5 or 6. Probably had it for about a year, maybe two, but whatever. And actually got rid of that bike. You know, but I love that bike. That was my not my first motorcycle. I guess my first motorcycle, actually, believe it or not, from what I'm riding today, I don't think, I'm not going to put her in 6th gear. We're going to let her run out in 5th. But believe it or not, what we're running today, and you see, you know, with the Electra Glide Classic, with this one has a 96 cubic inch engine. You know, we had the stage 1 done, so I mean, it gave it more horsepower. But yeah, my first actual bike that I rode on the street was a Honda 125. That guy walks everywhere, man. He is like far away from his house. Wow. Yeah, but my first street bike was a Honda 125, and you know, it pulled me and my first wife around. We didn't take it on the highway because, you know, obviously it wouldn't go fast enough. But you know, it was a good time. It was a good time in our lives, and you know. But you have to start out somewhere. People don't know what that's like anymore, and that's what I'm talking about with kids. The kids just, they want to start out at that top tier level all the time. I guess that's, and now they're talking these millennials. They're talking millennials don't want to work at all, and I don't know, how can you go through life and not work? I was talking to my daughter today. She was getting off work. She's like, "Oh, finally, Dad. I'm so sick of working." I said, "You're 22 years old, honey." I said, "You have a lot of years ahead of you. You might as well just suck it up and get used to it." And, you know, there is people, believe me, working in the field I work in right now, and the job, what I do, it's my profession, and I really, truly love what I do. So I don't think everybody hates their job, but on the average, people do not want to go to work. That's a fair statement. Now, depending on what you do, out there, and, you know, what you do for a living, and if you like to do what you do for a living, then, yeah, you may actually, you know, enjoy going to work. But most people, you know, like if you just go to a job, let's say, I guess because there's a career, right, and then there's a job. And some days, even when you go to your career, it's hard. It's hard. Nobody just wants to get up and go. And I'm trying to explain this to my daughter. That's the whole thing. And with you saying that, you know, with my mom, she's right. That as kids grow older, there's different problems because they do struggle, right? We know ourselves, you don't start out at the top of the pay scale. And that's what happens with people like me that's been in my profession for 25 years. You know, I work at a place for 15 years and I build my salary up. And then then they lay you off. You can't go out and make that same starting salary as what you was making at the place for 15 years, right? It's BS, I know, but that's just the way life is. You have to start back. You hope to at least start back with some ground because you have knowledge of what you do. And that's often what I find with me is I started you know, you start off a decent enough wage, but nothing compared to what you were making. So, and I try to tell it to my daughter. It's like, so you're going to have to work, and when you're younger, you're going to have to work a lot of hours because hours equals dollars. And that's just the way life goes. So anyway, she was not able to come down and take a ride with the old man. So, but I did get her through her dilemma of, oh my God, I got to work. And she's doing all right. She's working 6 days a week, you know, but she's making it. So that's what's important. So anyway, it is looking like it's supposed to rain at 4 o'clock. And you know, in Pennsylvania, if you watch enough of my videos, you know that that's normally not the case. It's normally an hour or two before the weatherman says it's going to rain. But I want to do a little recording here for you folks, take you on a little journey. So I figure I'm gonna take that chance. But I am in the direction of my house, so at least I'm on the direction of going home. So I appreciate everybody stopping by and watching this video and listen to my my crapola. or whatever you want to call it. And gentleman over there having a cigarette. But yeah, so I appreciate everybody stopping by and checking the channel out. Please give it a big thumbs up. I do appreciate that when you give the videos a thumbs up. Comment on these videos. Leave me a comment. I'd love to sit in the recliner and chat back to you. And it's always a good time. I do appreciate everybody out there. It's because of you folks watching them is why we folks, the YouTubers, the video content creators, keep creating. And it's a great society. I love it. So, alright everybody. Once I get through this light, we will close out this video, the vlog. And we will talk to you next time. But thanks for listening in. Give me your comments of your kids. You know, let me know where they're at in life. How you have to help them. I mean, hey, you know. And when they're younger, a lot of times that's exactly why, when they're younger, you see guys don't go out and buy motorcycles. And that's probably what's hurting all the motorcycle brands right now is, you know, people are younger, they're having their families, they got to worry about feeding their children, not riding a motorcycle. And that's just the basic part of life. I mean, you know, motorcycle's a luxury. I said when I bought mine, it's the most expensive toy that I ever bought myself. I mean, that's probably the truth. Alright everybody, take care. Remember, ride your own ride. Be safe out there. And try to get out and ride any day you can. It's a great way to live life. I will talk to you folks next time. Harley David's going to be down and out. Back in the beautiful state of Pennsylvania. Bye-bye for now.